Okay, this is gonna be my last little back test before I have a break, 'cause I'm getting tired. Again, there's been a day of just like feeling like I don't really know what I'm doing. I keep changing my mind about things and being like, oh, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. But we're just gonna do this. I have back tested this pair, but I cannot remember what happened. So we're just gonna go for it. So, like I was saying, I expected price to start going higher from there. We are in a 4 hour order block right now. We've got liquidity rest in there, and we've got some equal lows right there, but that did sweep. This candle did sweep that, and we've started making higher highs. So do I expect that to hold? Not really. Does it matter? Not really. So I'm gonna move price action up. My drawing liquidity right now is gonna be that high, but we're gonna see what the market is telling us. So range was created here. We took a low, we took some lows, sorry, we took some liquidity, and we've broken and made a new high. So I want to see this create a new high, and yeah, we're just going to trade the immediate 15-minute structure, not really worry about what else is out there. So yeah, right now I am looking for buys. So we broke the high, and we have small order block there, which I would refine to that. And I'd maybe refine that onto that. But it could be there. But I'm going to use liquidity to tell me where it's going. For example, obviously it wasn't there. Like what my point was, I wanted to see some kind of build up, some kind of liquidity build up. I like this. I like this. Tapped in at 32 as well. So I am going to be getting in on this because we just took liquidity directly under there. So I'm going to do 1.6 there. First TP is just going to be at that high. Let's see. Might go, it might not. Okay, it didn't, so we took a loss. It's the first loss. So we put -1 on the 5th. Cool. So next, remember we're looking at time. That is gonna just be more liquidity that's been generated, so that's cool. We're looking at seeing if we can take these lows and respect that order block is what I want to see in the next 5 minutes as well. 48, that's a little early for me. However, I feel like that is exactly what I wanted to happen. That's why I've waited, because I want to make sure the time is right. So we swept that low now at 38 to 31. That's a 7.7 pip sweep. Now this isn't looking like a sweep to me now. However, that is. Honestly, this fair value gap at least get disrespected. I'm not really bothered about this at the moment, because I feel like I might be caught in the wrong way. Might be caught in the wrong direction. We have liquidity there, which we've just taken. I think this is the thing, I just need to keep zooming back out and just checking where we're at. So, liquidity taken there. Haven't closed past that fair value gap yet. This is looking nice. Okay, I am gonna get in this now. I want one more candle. Yeah, I'm gonna get in this. I feel like we're ready to go higher now. Do I feel super confident in it? No. Should I really take it? Where's my confidence is telling me that this is a good move. We respected that low, we took all of this, so is there a 1 minute order block that I can find within that? Which is there, and the wicks. So we've come right down to the wicks. Alright. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, I liked that because we've made them, then we've took thingy there. Honestly, I would close at that candle there. So I'd close one position, definitely at a 2 point something. And then we get a 5 out of that as well. Coming right at high, yeah. Alright, cool. So we got 1 R from the half a 2 R position. And we got 2.5 R from half a 5 R position. So that is makes, how much does that make? That makes 3.5 R. And that was on the 5th as well. Could we have had more of a runner? Yeah. Maybe even targeting that high. Maybe I should have a minimum rule of trade. But at the same time, wait, what was it? Oh, that high there. No, yeah, I should have stayed in that, to be honest. It was just price action telling me otherwise. And we could have got a confirmation entry there as well. But that's cool. So I've just missed another here. $10, $15. Oh, why have I missed that? So that is a 5 minute order block. This is actually helpful to be refining my order blocks. 10, 15. Again, we've made liquidity range in there, and we've had 2 sweeps right there. That is such a beautiful entry confirmation to me. Accumulation, manipulation. We have accumulated again, but then, yeah, we sell off. Could have targeted that low there. Anyway, I didn't do that, so let's go next day. I was going to do a week, I think, because otherwise it gets a little bit intense. Alright, so I still think that we should be buying. That's, to me, should be protected. I reckon we buy at least until we get to that. So we sweep that high. Really horrible price action again. But we're just going to play what we see. So 7 o'clock. Alright, I reckon I'd get to the charts about where would I get to the charts? About 10 to 7. So that has tapped in. Cool. So we swept a low. Just gonna play these out one by one. We got 730, 745. We swept a high, which is nice. We have that looking like it's gonna be our target. This is gonna be an extreme order block that we could trade to. Other than that, we could also trade to this with them lows being liquidity. So now I'm going to drop to the 5. We do have a 5-minute order block inside of there with them lows being liquidity. So let's see what happens. 820, don't see any liquidity being taken there. That's nice, but I'd like to see. So now, that might be our liquidity, or these lows might be our liquidity. So I'm still wanting to buy. We're going to wait for time to tell us which one we should take. And if this is the deep one, then that should be that order block right there. So I've got to be careful because, yeah, this is just, no, I don't think I could take a trade fighting against that. It's just too clear of liquidity to me. So we're waiting to take it at a nice time. Cool, so we did take it. Now it's just about where we're trading towards. I wish I kind of checked on that actually, because there we had a little fair value gap. That possibly could have. Yeah, that would have gave us a nice entry. Look, opposite candle, closed 2.8, 3.3, quick scalp towards that for 1-to-1. Is it worth it? Probably not. Don't know. Alright, so we've swept liquidity. Now we're generating our own liquidity. Still generating. I can't take this until summit down here gets swept. We've closed that gap. all of that is equal lows, so I really can't take that until that gets taken. See a change. Not really liking the look of that. No real reason why I've come that low. So I am not interested in that because of the way we closed around it. So now we could potentially start looking at going lower because we clearly want to go lower. We're going to look at some liquidity for lower, which is going to be right there, feeding into that order block. So if I was to get rid of that, and that, then we can start asking questions as to where we could go lower from. Which could be there. And if this doesn't tap in now, then our day is done. And could probably stretch it to 11 actually. What do we have? We've got a sweep happen at 53, which was interesting. I did not expect that. And now I've just tapped in at 10 to our lowest order block area. So straight away, I don't trust it until we at least get to there. I feel like that liquidity is just a magnet for that. I don't think that that is close enough to give us just a straight reversal from there. So even though we tapped in at 10 and we're looking like we might reverse, it's not confident for me yet. Okay, I seem to be respecting that low. Right, and then we're going to trade higher. That's fine. I did not feel confident in that. We've seen no sweeps. That is fine. I think I actually remember that trade. So it's absolutely cool with me. Alright, next day. So we only had one trade. Oh, that was the 5th. Oh, we've only done 2 days. Okay, so we've yeah, okay. Cool. So 4 hour, what are you telling me? We have took liquidity and we're displaced massively to the downside. We have 4 hour fair value out, which should hold. Our target liquidity should be these lows. And that's it really at the moment. I'd say we've probably got a 5-minute order block up in there, which I'll refine in a bit. We also have one there which should get taken. Okay, 8 o'clock has come. Looks like we're about to take that low, so can I see anywhere that could signify a reverse? Is that below our liquidity? No. There's probably something deeper in there. Let's have a look. But do I want to be trying to buy against this, even though everything would be against me on this time frame? Why has that not just took that low? Oh, what was I looking at there? Because I swear that just took the low. Oh, well, I guess we got a little bit of insight here. I want to see a sweep happen. I need to see that get tapped into at least. I want to see some liquidity engineered and then swept, which doesn't happen. Oh, we had a fair value up there that got respected. Many times. Alright. So, like I said, I would love to take something long here, but I just don't think it's high probable. That's not really a sweep for me. 9:45. Come deeper into this. Don't really know. See, first few minutes into this, if we take it, close inside. Oh, yeah. Alright. Don't think we're gonna get anything to there. 9:30. Look at that one, 9:30. Keeps reacting off all the blocks. 9:31. Just before and then just after. So accumulation and then manipulation just after the candle. Cool, but I don't really buy from all the blocks. From fair value up, so. Alright, cool. Next day. So took that. See where we go next. 2 a.m. We are in a 4-hour fair value gap. Whatever that is. This liquidity would be this low. I don't think it's realistic though. So I might just play the 15-minute market structure and just see where we're at. So 7:30, we've got nothing feeding this. So it's either going to be that or it's going to be that. Also, actually, so that's just made a mad reaction off. Off a fair value up in opposite direction, so let's see about that. Let's see in here what we got. That's just surely not going to hold. We've got a 5 minute there and a 5 minute there. We're pretty confident that that's not going to hold. 8 o'clock. Swept it on the hour. Reaction. Came back and closed in that fair value gap. $8.30, we should be going higher. 8.45. 51, right, okay. Let's check this out. Because okay. Lucky I zoomed out because liquidity is there if we do want to go higher. However, we have just tapped into this and it seems like we're coming lower. So it doesn't make sense to take any of this at the moment. Ooh. I can't take that, I just can't. Doesn't make sense, we're in no man's land. I'd take that if we built liquidity next to it. Unless that's the liquidity there, which could be. Where are we? Okay, we're bouncing off this fair value. We're actually in a 15-minute order block right now. So that's what I'd like to see us come lower. And we tapped into that, took that as liquidity. Do I think this is gonna go? For us to triple respect that, just to try to the high, no, I don't think I could do that. Oh right, damn. Okay, maybe I should have done that. There was the internal liquidity. All we had to do is respect it. It's just an insane fucking move. I actually think I remember that in backtesting as well. That's also an interesting occurrence right there. 10.47 we tapped into. No, we made an equal high there. Couldn't get in that. But then right there we inverse that instantly. At what time? 10. Would have wanted to see that get closed up. And then it would have been a straight down move like that. Oh, 20-1. Insane. Okay. This is good though. I'm not it's what been 4 days and I've only took 2 trades, but this is still good. We're figuring it out. We're back testing and fucking it up. Doing our little thing. Alright, we've just closed this fair value gap and we've tapped into whatever that would be considered as some kind of Pediatrite, which I'm pretty sure it is. We have also failed to close lower after this fair value, after tapping into that fair value gap, so I would expect that to not hold now, and I would expect us to try towards that order block with that as liquidity feeding into it. And that's all for now. So yeah, I don't expect this to hold. If looks like we're in a big buying day, so I just want to see bits of liquidity get taken. Before entering, I remember this as well, but I don't know what happens. I remember thinking I should have wrapped up that as the order block, because that actually tells more of a story that this might not hold, and that means it might be this that holds. So let's see. We've reacted off the fair value gap that I thought wouldn't hold, so we're gonna just see what happens. I still feel like we should go higher. And at the moment, this looks like it's most likely set up. So let's go. Got a fair value up there. To me, we should still be going lower, so that's nice, but I don't feel confident getting in that. IO2 tapped into nothing. A12 coming up to a 1 minute order block. A little bit of liquidity out of time zone now, unless we can wait for 5 more minutes. No. Cool. We're now coming up to a 5 minute area. Got a little order block right here. We also have another order block right there, which would mean that that is the liquidity feed in that. So unless I see some kind of strong liquidity on this 1 minute, then I would expect us to go higher still. Fuck you. It's just giving me what I asked for. I've had a reaction. Now, why don't I like this? Let's see if we can get a confirmation entry on that. Just gonna say that might hold because if you actually look, it's got all these other PD arrays attached to it. Alright, never mind. That would have been fucking beautiful though. And that did actually give the entry that we needed. 1.2. Which would have took me to 1.7. Targeted the low for an 8. Fucking hell. Okay. Alright. So we are now in another kind of nowhere place. To liquidity 54. It's not enough liquidity compared to the move that I'd like to see. Alright, okay, so I could have actually took that. If not, I could have took any of these little bits here. Thinking we should still go higher. Just took that high. Okay. So whatever we have to do, we're coming deeper, we want to go deeper into this. So we're now 10.15. Not interested in anything yet. My order block has just been disrespected, so I'm not interested until I see at least that, or that is what I want to see at the right time. Looks like we're not getting that. Our last trade opportunity would be here. Not exactly something I'd like to take, to be honest. There's a 1 minute order block. Liquidity there. Yeah, I didn't think that would hold. Okay, again. Good luck. Good looking shit. Good looking shit, just no, I guess no confidence with the pulling the trigger. Which is fine. I'm getting tired now, so I am gonna just do one more day. So we could have had a bunch of trades so far, but yeah, it's just building that confidence with this entry model. it is catching a falling knife. I've been told that, but it's like insane moves, and I've always felt that you get stopped out whether you do confirmation entries or not. So I'd rather get stopped out with a high probability move and rather it happen to me fast. What I'm going to do now actually is measure, or at least get an idea of risk rewards before I enter them, so I know roughly what I'm getting myself into. This should still keep going lower. I'd like to see us trade off of that. Is this inside of 4 hour or the block? Yeah. Cool, so I'd like to see us trade off of that. I'll put that as 15 a minute. We could also just trade off of that as well. I'll put that as 15 a minute as well. Black and yellow, black and yellow. $6:45. We are coming into Oliver waking up. 7:30. Cool, I'm on the charts. So straight away, we seem to have swept that high. Which now has me questioning which way we should really be going. It's not a massive amount of liquidity to be taken here. Oh, okay, hold on. I was just gonna say, which now sounds like bullshit, but I was gonna say there could be something in there. There also could be something in there. But I think that if we come that low, we shouldn't respect it. We should just bounce off it. So if we come this low, we've got that, and then we've got all these smooth bottoms here to get traded into. So do I want to take this? No, not really. Alright, let me double check where we're at right now. This could give us a reaction. Don't think it will hold though, so I don't know if I'm going to bother drawing that on. Seems like this is held, but I guess that can't really give us something until we break higher. But this would be the confirmation entry, so let's have a look. I want to see some liquidity being engineered, otherwise I can't get in that anyway. Something like that, yeah. Right, okay. It's helpful to have these 1 minute order blocks on here because seeing that might have made me say, okay, let's get in there. But because I had the 1 minute order block drawn on, it's made me realise that it's probably not the safest move. So we've now took all of that liquidity That was good. It just we didn't get the biggest move off it. And now we're gonna do the last down candle before the up candle, which is that. We've got, do we have liquidity feeding it? None at all. So I really need to see some engineer liquidity, or I want to see that low get taken. 901. Don't think I'm gonna see it. Where are we trading to right now? Hold up, we got a call.